What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So we just literally did a video on this team and was talking about what this team should do at the trade deadline. As we know, they didn't do a single thing, and a lot of people are giving the Bulls crap for it because they're probably a team that should have just blown it up, traded a couple guys away, and gather assets. Of course, they instead decided to do absolutely nothing. I'm not really sure what the Bulls' plans are going forward, but if I were to guess, it seems like they're really trying to spark what they had when Lonzo Ball was healthy. So what I wanted to do today, rather than doing what I think they should do and what majority of the people think they should do, what if we try to carry out the Chicago Bulls' supposed vision, if that truly is their vision? Can I respark the magic that was the Chicago Bulls team that when they first put together, the run that they had when Lonzo Ball was healthy? Lonzo, of course, we presume might be back next year. We re-signed DeRozan. We see what we can do, and that's what the video is going to be today. We're going to try to stay competitive and potentially win a championship with the Chicago Bulls team. Not trading DeRozan, not trading Lavine. Well, we might trade one of the two, but we're not like trading everybody away. We're just still trying to go win a championship with the current core that we have. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you are new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. This should be a fun little challenge that we have on our hands because this team right now is going to be a play-in team, which is really nice. But other than that, not a lot to be excited about. It is cool that Kobe White has blossomed a little bit this year, so that's awesome. Of course, you're a Bulls fan. But yeah, I'm sure most Bulls fans wanted to see their team blow it up. Like I said, we just did a video on this team like days ago, so we are doing it again. But this time, we're not doing the same thing we did in that video. We're actually going to re-sign DeRozan. We're going to keep Zach Lavine, and we're going to get Lonzo Ball back and healthy and see if that changes anything for this Bulls squad. So one thing I know that I need to do to start things off, I know Kobe White's shot tendency is still super low. Obviously, the guy has blossomed really well this year, so we're going to boost that up quite a bit. Other than that, not much else to do. Obviously, the deadline has passed, so we can't do anything even if we wanted to. So we're going to run this for the rest of the season. We'll see how this team finishes out, and hopefully by the end of things, we're still a play-in team, but we'll see what happens. And once again, in the offseason, we're going to do our very best to keep this team as competitive as possible and try to go contend next year. With Lonzo Ball being healthy, we'll see if that resparks the magic that it was, but we'll see what happens. Today's video is brought to you by PrizePicks. PrizePicks is a player props app that's available on mobile or desktop. The way PrizePicks works is you choose between 2 to 6 players, 2 players being 3 times your entry, all the way up to 6 players being 25 times your entry. So all kinds of sports to choose from, all kinds of stats to choose from. If you go to the NBA tab, there's so much stats. There's not even they're not even all on the board at the moment. As we get throughout the progress through the day, more stats pop up on the board. But you can go to rebounds, assists, 3-pointers made, assists, rebounds, points, whatever you want. You can do PRA. A lot of different options to choose from. It's you against projection. So if you think Damian Lillard's going over 34.5 PRA, click more on the projection. If you think Giannis, or I guess you can't do two of the same players, or players on the same team, I should say, Sexton PRA, click more on the projection if you think that's what's going to happen. So if you want to sign up for PrizePicks, use code Crushables. They match first deposit dollar for dollar up to $100. Really cool app. Gives you an extra sweat while you watch sports. Again, not only does it have NBA, it has all kinds of other options to choose from. Look how many more sports there are on here. Like, there's just so many different options. And the way I actually use PrizePicks is I use DGF's Optimizer and Correlation tool. Optimizer gives you a math data-driven approach, basically, and compares discrepancies across multiple sports books and gives you the juice right in front of you. So a lot of League of Legends plays on the board, but if I can find like so we got an NBA play on the board. Not the best play in the world. The green usually means it's a great play. Percentages also above 54.3% is what you want on PrizePicks. But basically, Giannis, here is a kind of a discrepancy. You got one book at 18.5, and every other book is at 19.5, but there is juice on the under at minus 145 odds, minus 130. So basically, you can just find this information right in front of you. You don't have to go research it on a bunch of websites. Really cool tool to use if you're using PrizePicks seriously. So if you want to go ahead, check out any of these tools down in the description below. Also have a correlation tool. There's no correlation slips on the board at the moment, but they did add an update to where they build out the EV slips for you, which is on the optimizer. So basically, some of the plays that are on the board, it just gives you the plays right in front of you. So if you don't even want to put in your own, you don't even want to build out your own slips, you could literally just come to the correlation tool and it'll build out slips for you. So other than that, we're going to get back to the rebuild. If you're going to check out any of these links, all down in the description below. Let's get back to the rebuild. So I'm curious to see if we finished up as a play-in team. We did have Kobe White winning most improved player, and that's awesome. Of course, we want to see that 22 points per game from him. But did we even? Oh, Caruso made all offensive team. Did we make it into the play-in? We did, so that's good. We definitely still want to be a play-in team. One thing I did, like I said, is I extended DeMar DeRozan and I extended Alex Caruso as well. So we've extended both those guys. We're trying to make this team stay in that competitive range and potentially give this team a championship. It's going to be a really tough task, but we're going to try. We do get out of the play-in and into the playoffs. We get Cleveland in round 1. Somebody come around against them, and we are going to lose in 5. So that's probably to be expected if the Bulls make the playoffs in real life. Probably going to be a first-round exit. No Lavine. No Lonzo, of course. But you got the Clippers going on to win the championship. So let's get straight to work. So LeBron James going to retire. Obviously, probably won't retire just yet. Let's go to the lottery and let's see. Do we have our pick this year? I don't think we do. And that is going to be, or I believe we actually, or does it go to the Spurs? I cannot remember if this is the year or not it goes to Spurs. We have 15, so we have a pick right outside the lottery. Should help out a ton. We'll see if we can get somebody good to add to this team. Billy Donovan, I know there is probably some, things to fire him for, but similar to the last Bulls video, I'm going to wait till next offseason just because the coaching pool is so much better next offseason. And then we'll go from there. So I'm going to go and fill out the rest of this coaching staff, and I'll see you guys on draft night with who we take at 15. So let's jump in the draft and skip straight to the 15th overall pick and see what's on the board. So I guess we could just do it this way. So we got Kobe Walter, we got Ron Holland, who's fallen all the way this far, Dalton Knight, Keelan Ware, Kevin McCullough, Tristan, Zach Edey, Woody Poplar, Justin Edwards, Bobby Klitman. I have taken Ron Holland a couple times. Kobe Walter, someone I took in a recent video as well. Kind of tempted to take Justin Edwards, who's fallen this far. 19 points per game, 37% shooting from 3. We're going to go ahead and take Justin Edwards out of Kentucky to be our pick here at number 15. So we're going to walk away with a not great 71 overall. So he must have gotten worse. He used to be like a 78 in this draft class. So Ron Holland was the clear, easy pick. So definitely messed up there a little bit. But worst case scenario, we can maybe just trade him away. So Terry Taylor, Torrey Craig, or Dalen Terry. Not Terry Taylor, sorry. Torrey Craig. Where did I go? Oh, yeah. I read Dalen Terry and Terry. Or no, Terry Taylor is a real person. I'm just tripping. All right, let's just get straight to work. I'm just talking too much. Patrick Williams, we're going to extend the qualifying offer on him. We're going to keep him. And then free agency, we don't have money to go sign like LeBron or anything. That's not going to happen. But we are going to go ahead and extend or re-sign Patrick Williams 100%. We're going to re-sign Patrick Williams, and then we need to figure out what we need after that. So Williams is re-signed. And then we do have the ability to sign a backup 5. I kind of wish we could just get Drummond back, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. Let's see. I'll offer it. He might sign it. We can get Drummond back. No, he goes to Oklahoma City. So we're not getting Drummond. Hardenstein's going to want too much money. So right now, backup 5 spot, not looking great. But we do have a couple of contracts. Caruso, Iodasumu, Dalen Terry, Justin Edwards, Torrey Craig, and then Nikola Vucevic, Terry Taylor. So we definitely need to fill out the bench quite a bit. So I think Iodasumu might be the casualty here, just because Lonzo is going to be back. Iodasumu and Javon Carter's contracts maybe combined with Craig to go get a backup 5 or just anything really. So we're gonna go see if we can go get a win now player on the market, and we'll see if we can go find that. So the backup 5 we're actually going to be targeting is Robert Williams. Robert Williams, of course, tore his knee once again. Very, very injury-prone player. In 2K, we will not have to worry about that, though, and his value shouldn't be that high. It really shouldn't be. So one thing we could do is actually give the Blazers their pick back. Now, you might be thinking, why would you give that pick up? That's a very valuable pick. It really isn't, because the pick is lottery protected until like 2028. So we're probably not going to see this pick ever anyway. And even if we do, it's not going to be in the lottery. So I'm more than okay with taking advantage of 2K having this as a valuable pick to get Robert Williams. So Javon Carter, Dalen Terry. We could even maybe do this without Dalen Terry. Maybe go like Torrey Craig, who's expiring. I guess we needed maybe a little bit more money in here. And maybe we do Phillips. So Julian Phillips. So Javon Carter, Craig, Julian Phillips in a 2025 Portland pick. They get their pick back. We get Robert Williams. They agree. So we get our backup 5 for the future in Robert Williams. That's fantastic. I think that's a home run get. Blazers get their pick back. And I'm feeling great about that. So just like that, we take care of a problem that we had, which was our backup center. And I think we definitely upgraded from Drummond to Robert Williams. So I will definitely take that to start this video. And then we still need a backup forward to be confident in, because right now we don't truly have that. So a backup forward, you could probably just sign it in free agency. You have Metu, Covington, Devontae Green, former Bull, I believe, Terrence Davis, TJ Warren. I'm just going to go with Metu, I guess, to be our backup 4. Doesn't feel fantastic, but we'll take it. And I'll go to day 12 and see if we can convince anybody else to come here. And then that should be all she wrote. So small forwards, is there anybody else? Grayson Allen probably not going to be able to come over. Yeah, he's not going to sign for that. So small forwards affordable. Let's go back to small forward tab. Hamdi Diallo, we might be able to get him. I can try Hamdi Diallo. Why not? He might sign it. He says no. Never mind. So we're just going to settle on Metu. We have a couple guys come back on their qualifying offer. DeRozan, no surprise, is down 3 overall. Caruso is down 3 overall, and Metu is down. Lonzo Ball expected to be back very soon. As going to be our starting point guard. So yeah, this is going to be a very, very interesting season to see how this is going to go. I have no idea what to truly expect. Is 2K going to give this team a good simulation? I have no idea. One thing is for sure, I don't feel like we're going to see DeRozan on this team throughout the video. I just know he'll continue to regress and get continually worse. So I am probably going to try to move on from him eventually. Will it be the easiest thing to do? Probably not, but we're going to try to use his contract to get like a good player. So I think what we have to do this year is we have to play out this year, see how it goes. I know the Spurs have our pick in this next year. So they have a top 10 protected Bulls pick. Let's say, you know, this pick conveys to them, or we keep it because we're in the top 10. If it does convey to them, that frees up all of our future first to maybe try to make a move with DeRozan's contract. So I think this year there won't be much movement. I'll kind of just let it ride depending on how things are going. So let's go to Justin Edwards, which is still an asset that we could potentially use down the line. So I'm not too upset with still having Justin Edwards and then Dalen Terry. And then I'm going to make Lonzo Ball healthy. I don't know when he is expected to be healthy, obviously. He's probably going to sign an extension right away. He's about to be back anyway. So we're just going to make him a healthy player now. So Lonzo Ball is officially back. I'm going to extend him. We'll see if this sparks the magic that was. And here is your rotation now. So they want Lonzo Ball to come off the bench, which I don't absolutely hate because, you know, Kobe White has established himself this last year. Kobe White, Lavine, DeRozan, Patrick Williams, and Nikola Vucevic with Lonzo Ball, Robert Williams, Ayo Dosunmu, and Alex Caruso off the bench. One thing we could do with Caruso, since he did go down, is move him to the 3 and he will go up. So we'll do that, and then I'll have a full diamond rotation that looks green. So this will be what we run this year. It's a solid team. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of not sure what's going to happen. So let's just see how the team does. Proficiency is a 4-star, so maybe this team does better than I expect, but hopefully it does. We'll see how this team, you know, finishes out this year. And if I stop at the deadline, I'll show you, but more than likely I won't, because I'm going to see what that Spurs pick, or, you know, our pick being belonged to the Spurs, see what happens with that pick. So even I was quite surprised by how this season went. Let me just allow me to show you guys, because we ended up as like a top 3 seed in the East. Really surprising year. I did not really see that coming, but hey, it happened and we're happy about it. So 21 from Zach Lavine, 19 from Kobe White, 17 from DeRozan, 15 and 10 from Vucevic, 13 from Lonzo, 11.5 from Ayo Dosunmu. So Lonzo Ball has been extended based off how this season went. Felt like we had to extend him. Same thing with Zach Lavine. We also extended Zach Lavine. The magic has been sparked again. Maybe the Bulls are cooking in real life. Maybe they know what they're doing. I'm just kidding. This is just a video game. But regardless, we are going to be playing the Knicks in round 1. So obviously we are going to be tested early. We have Brunson, DiVincenzo, Josh Hart, Randall, Mitch Robinson, Bojan, Dinwiddie, Hamdi Diallo, and Miles McBride. Do we beat the Knicks to get to round 2 is the question. And if we get bounced in round 1, man, would that not feel fantastic? But, you know, we could even it up. We do. And we've won 3 straight. Can we beat them in 6? Yes, we can. We're in the second round. So that's awesome. Now we get the Toronto Raptors. So Toronto has James Harden now. Very interesting signing in their midst of a rebuild. But let's see if we can beat them. And we are going to, we were up 2-0 at one point, but now we're down 3-2. Let's see if we can even this up and force a Game 7 back to Chicago, back to the Windy City. And we had the lead for a second. They take it back. We take it back. And we are going to be in a close one, but we are going to win by 6. Game 7 to get to the Eastern Conference Finals. Can we do it? It's in Chicago. Would love to take advantage of the home court. Close one. So this is not going to be an easy one by any means, but it looks... Well, there's a 6-point lead. We have it, and we could blow it here. Let's see. And we are going to go to the Eastern Conference Finals. So just like that, we are in the Eastern Conference Finals. That's pretty insane. Now we get the Philadelphia 76ers. Maxey. They got Quickly, City, Tobias Harris, Joel Embiid, Paul Reed, Willie Hernangomez, Kyle Anderson. Gonna be a tough team to beat, of course, the 76ers, but We'll see what happens. We evened it up. So even series once again. They had a 2-0 lead at one point, so it's great that we got back in this one. If we can win game 5, we'd be in a pretty good advantage to, you know, take this series. And we do win game 5 by 10. Lavine, what a great run that was in game 5. Okay, can we win game 6 and avoid a game 7 at all costs? At least in game 7, we'd be in Chicago. But we have a close one here, and we did tie it up for a second, but they take it back. Fourth quarter, slow it down. 3-point lead for them. 4-point lead, 5-point lead now. Once again, we're closing the gap, but can we take the lead is the question. We're right on their tails. Can we take the lead at any point in this game? 2-point lead. You tie it up, maybe. There we go. We take the lead, but they take it right back. Tie game. They take it back again. We tie it up again. No, it looks like they're about to run away with it. And we are going to lose. Very, very close game. Going to a game 7 in Chicago. Can we come out here and win this game 7 to get to the NBA Finals? We had no business being here. If you're a Chicago Bulls fan, and this like happened in real life, you'd be obviously shocked just because based off how things have gone. But right now we have another close one. So it looked like they're about to run away with it, but we were trying to close the gap. We're down 3, we're down 1, and we take the lead. Now, can we run away with it this time? We allowed the 76ers to beat us last time, but this time we are going to take it. And Kobe White is your Conference Finals MVP. We are in the NBA Finals. So, Kobe White, Lavine, DeRozan, Patrick Williams, Vucevic, Lonzo Ball, Robert Williams, Audasumu, Caruso. First is Luka, Kyrie, Josh Green, Sarge, Gafford, Lively, Tim Hardaway, Exum, and PJ Washington, and Jaden Hardy. Going to be a very, very tough series once again, but here we are. Game 1, 1-0, beat them by 1. 38 from Luka, 28 from Zach Lavine. Game 2, they evened it up. Game 3, 2-1. Game 4, got another fun series on our hands. We got to win this game 5 and take the advantage here. But it looks like Dallas might stump us here. This would be our best chance to win a championship because I find this hard to believe this is going to happen again. I really do. So we got to win this game 6. Like at all costs, we got to win this game 6. We cannot afford to lose this one. We have to force a game 7. Give ourselves a fighting chance in a game 7 because I just can't envision us making it this far this next year. So right now it looks good, but we might blow the lead. We are up 10. Oh, man, it's going to be a close one. And we are in the midst of potentially blowing this lead. So, hopefully we can just squeeze this one out. 3-point or 1-point lead. And we are going to win game 6. So, very, very close series. Game 7, another game 7. We've been in 2 game 7s, 1 game 6. This will be our 3rd game 7. So, 3rd game 7 in Dallas to win the championship. Can we come out here and spoil the Mavericks' hopes? Let's see if we can do it. It's looking like they may have our number here. Man, what a run this was. That would be so disappointing to get this far just to lose, man. What a run. If you're the Bulls GM and this were to happen in real life, you'd be absolutely like just talking so much ish just because of how much people were doubting you. Again, this is probably not going to happen, but man, that sucks because that was there for the taking. It really was. Don't think this team's going to be able to do this next year. I really don't. I think this team's going to regress like crazy. And if we try to run it back again, it's probably not going to work out. So we are going to have to make some upgrades still. But it is awesome that we made it all the way to the finals and 1 game away from winning a championship. Would have been absolutely insane if we pulled it off. But our pick is freed up. So that's one great thing about this offseason is the Spurs are going to get our pick. So all of our future picks are freed up, which is nice. So now we can make a trade. Head coach Billy Donovan just did a great job to get us all the way to the finals. So do I re-sign him based off what just happened? I think you do. I think you extend Billy Donovan. The fact that this team made it all the way to where they did, I don't know how you could just sit there and say, okay, we're not bringing you back. Like, I think we have to at that point. So we're going to try to get an all-star coaching staff, though, if possible, to continue this run. But we are looking to go back to the finals again. So how do we do that is the question. Going into draft night, as much as I love DeRozan, which I'm lying because I don't love DeRozan that much, but I think we got to move him. He's 35 years old. I just don't think he's going to get any better. He's going to get worse. And the fact that we made it as far as we did last year is kind of a miracle in itself. So I think we got to try to make moves to get better. We have this, you know, not expiring contract, but we have all those future picks. We can do exactly what the Raptors did to DeRozan and trade DeRozan for a massive upgrade and go win a championship without him. So that's what I plan on doing. So we'll see if we have a target like that available. How funny would it be if we traded DeRozan for Kawhi Leonard again? While we're not going to do that, that would be absolutely hilarious. The guy I'm actually targeting, Jaylen Brown. The Boston Celtics were bad last year. they're rebuilding. Tatum's a free agent. Now, I don't know if Jaylen Brown would actually be available, but I'm going to try to get him because he would be the absolute upgrade we would need to push this team over the top. Absolute stud in 2K. We use DeRozan's contract and all the future assets that we have and make this happen. So I'm cool with even throwing Patrick Williams in this trade if it's necessary. Justin Edwards could be in here. I would assume it could be in here. And then again, all our future picks are freed up. Will they say yes to this? I have no idea. But what if we did 2026, 2028 and pretend that's 2030? All this for Jaylen Brown. They agree. We get Jaylen Brown. So that's exactly the upgrade I wanted. So Jaylen Brown should come over here and be a massive upgrade for DeMar DeRozan. So hopefully that sparks exactly what we need. We made it all the way to the finals last year. DeRozan gets traded. We get the massive upgrade we wanted in Jaylen Brown. We gave up quite a bit to get him, but it's just because of how good he is in 2K. So I'm not too discouraged by it. But we're building on what we just were able to accomplish. So Dalen Terry, qualifying offers, and then free agency. So Jason Tatum, it would be awesome if we could, sign Tatum as well. But he is free to go back to Boston now. We know Jaylen Brown if he wants to. But Kobe White, Lonzo Ball, Jaylen Brown reunited with Robert Williams as well, by the way. But the point guard rotation, solid. Caruso, gonna regress, but Dalen Terry might be able to take over that small forward spot. Metu, it's not fantastic. Center rotation is fine as well. Shooting guard. So I'm going to focus on getting a backup too. If that's like KCP, I'm down. He might regress as well, but he would be a really good option here in Chicago off the bench. But that might be all we can really do. We can sign like Sasha to be a shooter. But Jaylen Brown is our big upgrade, really. So let's go see what play progression's looking like. And we'll see if this worked out to how we wanted. So we have Kobe White up. Caruso doesn't go down too much, which is great. But Dalen Terry probably going to take over a spot. Williams is up, but Jaylen Brown is the upgrade we wanted. KCP going down, kind of expected that, unfortunately. Would be awesome if he stayed at 76. But could Jaylen Brown be the difference in us winning a championship? That is the biggest question we have out our hands. Can he be the biggest difference? We'll see. So, Powering's going to let us 7th overall. Proficiency, we go take a look at it, is going to be 4.5. So, under Billy Donovan, it's a 4.5 proficiency. Kobe White, Zach Lavine, Jaylen Brown, Patrick Williams, Vucevic, Robert Williams, Lonzo Ball, Dalen Terry, and Alex Caruso. If we're going to play Caruso, we might as well just move him back to the 2. So he is going to go down, but I guess I'll leave him at the 3 because he's 76. We'll just leave it there. So I'm going to simulate this year. Another season where hopefully this team is able to do what they did last year, be a really good team in the Eastern Conference, and then go back to the finals. That's what we're hoping for. We'll see if that happens. Let's get straight to it. So another really, really good year. No All-NBA awards or anything like that for us, but All-NBA teams. Let's see if we have a Bulls representative, maybe an all-defensive team. Maybe Lonzo's on here. No, so nothing going on here. All-rookie first team. We didn't have any rookies. We traded away Justin Edwards. He did make all-rookie second team, though. First team East again. So very good year. Once again, Jaylen Brown, 23, Kobe White, 21, and 18.5 from Lavine. Boston, nowhere to be found. I assume they potentially lost Tatum. They did not. DeRozan, though, only 16. Not a bad year still by him, but he's down to an 81. So I think we definitely made the right move. But we are playing the Milwaukee Bucks in round 1, who have Dame, Jackson, Giannis. They got Jalen Noel, Chris Middleton. No Brook Lopez anymore. It's Bobby Portis instead. Let's somebody curl around against them, and we're going to sweep them. So we take care of the Milwaukee Bucks. Now we get the Orlando Magic. So Nikola Topic, Anthony Black, Franz Wagner, Paulo. They got Evan Mobley somehow, which is just absolutely disgusting. I mean, does Cleveland just let him go now? Like, I don't understand why he never resigns anymore, but whatever. So, yeah, he signed a massive contract with the Orlando Magic. I just don't know how Cleveland ever let him walk out the door. But somebody curl around, and we are going to beat them in 7. Oh, my goodness, that was so close. We beat them in 7, back in the Eastern Conference Finals, and now I get to play Detroit. I assume Detroit sound like Kawhi or something stupid. Well, Kawhi's not a free agent. They got Paul George. Very close enough. They got Paul George. Dayton Ivey, Marcus Sasser. They don't have Cade Cunningham anymore, though, so it definitely costed them their best players. So hopefully that cost them their chances at going to the finals here. Let's see what happens. Somebody Kurt round 2-2, 3-2, and we're going to game 7. All right, game 7 it says give less minutes to Robert Williams, whatever you want to do. All right, game 7 in Chicago. Please take care of business. Let's get back to the finals, man, and it's going to be a close one. We got to take the lead, though, if we want any chance. And we are going to lose by 8. So, unfortunately, Jaylen Brown does not get us back to the finals. We made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Denver goes on to beat them. So, I think we go one more year on this. But after that, we'll probably end it on that note. So, let's go to the lottery. And we got Wizards 1. So that doesn't really matter for us. I'm going to keep building on him again because we keep making it back to where we want to be. So I don't think there's any reason to get rid of him. Let's go straight to player options. We've pretty much traded all of our future picks. I believe our pick's going to Boston this year, and that is the case. And then we need to sign a backup shooting guard, like a good one, because KCP is probably not going to be able to get it done. Anthony Melton, we'll sign him. I believe Caruso will be out of the rotation next year. Oh, yeah, Vucevic is a free agent. Oh, is Robert Williams a free agent as well? Man, we got some money to spend. Just going to resign Vucevic, going to resign Robert Williams, and I'm going to resign Dylan Terry. So we're literally just running it back for one more year. Same roster with a new addition of Anthony Melton. So I will see you guys at the end of the last season. We'll see if, that year could go, be our championship year. So Lavine's down. Vucevic stays the same, which is great, and Melton is down, but it's better than, Caruso. So at least at this stage. So we're going to go ahead and run it back for another year. And, last year, we'll see if this is it. Chucky Glover wins Executive of the Year of this final year, which is your boy, me. I mean, I've made a couple good moves, I feel like. But regardless, first in the East Conference once again. Does this end in a championship is the biggest question we all ask ourselves. So let's go ahead. Get the first round out of the way. We get the Pacers, Halliburton, Jalen Green, Benedict Mathurin, Jarris Walker, Turner, Siakam. Very solid team in Indiana. So if they beat us, I wouldn't be surprised if we beat them in 5. Now we get the Miami Heat to have Trae Young, Hero, Jimmy Butler. And then they also have Ron Holland, Gafford, and Hami Hawkes. Somebody current round against the Miami Heat. We're going to beat them in 4 as well. And now I get the team that beat us last year. Do we get revenge this time? And we are going to get to the finals. We get the Grizzlies, John Morant and the Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson, Capella, Gigi Jackson. Game 1, 1-0. Game 2, 2-0. Game 3, they're going to even it up, aren't they? No, 3-1. And we beat them in 6. Yes. All right. So we did capture championship to end the video. Jaylen Brown, Finals MVP. So with this current Bulls core, we were able to get a championship. Robert Williams trade, I think, really helped us quite a bit. So I'm really glad we made that trade. Other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching as always. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.